Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen, Solvidro here again. Sorry, I had to restart the stream twice already because apparently I did something and my microphone and the OBS didn't pick up the microphone, so yeah, I had to basically do it properly, and now at last everything is alright, everything is fine, everything is good, so we can dive back in ReCore. We are when we left off last time. We are in our hub, our base. I did couple of upgrades for Mac here, and I think I have to yes, gamepad, but yeah, I have to a little bit tweak the sensitivity. Okay, I think now it will be alright. So let's go and let's see what else is there to discover. Granite steps. Instantly extracting a core during combat will stop the current combo but creates an explosion that harms nearby enemies. Okay. A friendly Corebot can be called back to Jewel by tapping X. Yeah, I'm playing on a controller, an Xbox One controller. I think that it's fine. I didn't have any problems with it so far. Oh yeah, now I have like the two versions of ammo. A red one, which does more damage to those guys, and the normal one. Yeah, and what I basically the thing that I didn't catch last time is, I think, is the fact that the extracting cores in this game is a lot of like fishing in many other games. I think we can. Oh, okay, so we can tweak audio a bit. Yeah, a couple XP. Okay, so where do I need to go exactly? There is some. Okay,
dig in.
Yeah, you don't have to really. Yeah, you didn't find anything. Oh, okay, so B is like a booster. I can't remember what buttons are doing what, except for shooting, because it's like in most games. Okay, so where do I need to go exactly? Maybe let's go to the map. Oh, I think here shifting no. Yeah, shifting sands will be the one that we have to go right now, I believe. Maybe? I don't know. This is confusing. I think there is that one button gives you like a hint when you should go, but I don't know which one it is. I'm trying right now, but no. Okay, I can't see anything really. Maybe there? Because something is glowing like crazy. Okay, we can always check this out. What is going on? Oh, those guys. Yeah, bye bye. Another one? Okay. Well, there is something here. Let's check this out. Oh, I think I was here before. This is confusing right now. For some reason the game doesn't show me where to go, and I think last time it showed me there was like some mark on the map. Okay, I can interact with this. So this is the next area, I believe, yeah? I think I was here last time. Okay, loading. Lonely Basin. Yeah, I think I was here last time. So this area, I scouted this area already. But we'll see. Maybe there is something more now here. Oh, now I can see where I need to go. Okay. That doesn't make much sense, but yeah, sure, whatever. Let's do it. There is something there, like in the last area. I think it's a chest of some sort, but I don't know what exactly is inside. We'll see. Okay, apparently something is shooting at me, but oh, this guy here. Okay, more of you. Okay. Oh, level up now. Nice, nice, nice. I like level up. Thank you very much. I'll take this. Thanks. Okay, let's take this because we need some parts to upgrade Mac, and maybe I'll be able to go there. We'll see. Or maybe. Oh, okay. I did it. Here? Well, okay. A blueprint. White Stinger FL1 R head. Is it for Mac or for something? I think it's for someone else. There is a chest as well, I believe. Let's see. I don't remember if there is any fall damage here, so I think I'm going to try to avoid falling down from like big distances. Okay, I can take you, I can take you, and I can take this chest right here. Okay, so what is inside here? Another blueprint, White Stinger as well, this time an augment for something, okay. Yep. Okay, so I think most of the things that are here right now I collected last time, so basically 90% of things I think they are just respawning. So if you need some stuff to, if you need some more stuff, then just exit the area and return, and then you can collect it again, or maybe, I don't know, save and load game, and then they'll respawn. Because I remember that I destroyed most of the crates that I saw, unless it was like a fraction of what is of the things that are in the area. It very well could be. Okay, so I think we were here before. So I think this is the place that was in the last stream. Oh yeah, and about the ReCore. I like this game, but I won't lie, it's not as fun as I thought it will be. That's why I've waited some time to come back to it. It's not a bad game by any means, but it's not as entertaining as I thought it will be. So I think this will be the last stream of ReCore, unless there will be something very interesting in regards of a plot of this game that will keep me going and play the game. Maybe I'll play it in my own time, not on stream, not in a video or anything like that. Just play it, just see what the fuss is all about, and then maybe I'll come back with like a little bit like, let's say at this like with the final boss maybe or something, just to show you guys the ending of this game. But at the same time, I don't know if there is any sense to it, because you won't know the plot of the game. Maybe just the final boss for the sake of the fight, because for now I think that fights with bosses are really nice done, and I believe I read somewhere that there is a good variety of the boss fights, that every boss is different, it has different mechanics, a little bit like in Dark Souls, but not to that extent. So maybe this will be nice to see.
Sandstorms on Earth are nothing compared to the ones on Far Eden. On this planet, storms can rage for days, move huge quantities of sand, and completely alter the terrain.
Okay, maybe I'll try to volume up the volume a little bit, because yeah, it was very quiet, I think. For me it was okay, but at the same time you couldn't, I think you couldn't hear the game that well, and even though maybe we're not interested, well, I'm certainly not interested in the effect sounds like the firing and stuff, because it's rather generic. The music is nice, but it's not very captivating for me. But the dialogue, I like the actors, that do the voices. I think they did what they could, and the dialogues are pretty well done. The acting is good, and I like listening to them. Well, in almost every game that I played, I like listening to the dialogue, even if it's terrible. Just, it's not that I don't enjoy reading, far from it. I actually played a lot of RPGs and hack and slashes and adventure games when I was little. so it's not like I don't want to read, but I just enjoy listening to, listening to things. I appreciate every time I appreciate the effort put into the voice acting, even if it's terrible. I think that it's not always the actor's case. I think that most.
Take a look around.
Thanks. Okay, he's there. I'm not. What the fuck is going on? Okay, I don't know what to do.
You got the scent, Mac?
There is nothing here. Mac doesn't. Mark didn't find anything twice, and I have to go through this gate, but the gate is closed. Well, he can go through, but I can't. What is going on here? Maybe the game's buggy. But the game is buggy. If you remember, everyone that watched the first stream or the archive on YouTube. Oh, I need those guys again. So I need to find those guys. Okay. This is some kind of bullshit because now I'll be just running around and trying to find them. Or is it only one that I need? I need 6 of you. Oh fuck my life. Okay, I can see the second one. And for now that's about it. I can see any more of them. Okay, so they are somewhere here. Don't know where exactly. Oh yeah, it will be very fun. See, this is why I don't particularly like this game, because of those mechanics. I get it that you.
Check out the energy field before I can get onto the hover plate.
I get it that you need to find those guys. It's not like other games didn't do it before. It's just that I've played this game for about 2.5 hours, and you want me to find 6 of those guys. So I'm afraid if later in the game there will be like find 20 of these and use everything that you possibly can use, like I don't know, different core bots or your jumping skills and your gun and so on, just to find all of them, just to be able to go to another area. As I said, other games did this as well, that you need to find like a couple of some things that enables you to go forward and to, I don't know, cross the gate or something, but it mostly is I don't know, 1, maybe 2. Especially when you are like 2 hours in the game. At least everyone, at least all of them are on like one route. You don't have to go everywhere and just look in the caves or look for some, I don't know, hidden places to find them. They are mostly in a plain sight, which is not that bad. So yeah, I think the game has its problems. It's overall for now I'm enjoying this, but the bugs and a lot of things that. A lot of mechanics in this game, maybe not mechanics, a lot of ideas in this game. Maybe they do make sense, but they are not grabbing me. The gameplay is fun, the jumping part, the fact that you have boost. From what I saw in regards of the core bots in trailers of this game, there are a couple core bots, so it's not like you always have only Mac. There is like the spider core bot that can climb certain things, certain spaces. So there is a variety in the gameplay, which is very nice and is always good, and I appreciate it. But at the same time, there is thanks. But at the same time, a lot of things are just annoying, like with those little fellas that you need to find to be able to go through a gate or something. The fact that there are 75, I believe, the Prisma cores, which are obtained from bosses or dungeons. Even if there are 5 in every dungeon, it means that there is more than 10 dungeons. Okay, so 75. So it will be what, like 15 dungeons? Yeah, 15 dungeons, and in every dungeon 5 Prisma cores. Maybe I'm wrong, but if there are 15 of them, and I don't think it's like that every single one is different. I think that a couple of ideas are recycled through the whole game. It's definitely not the Rise of the Tomb Raider, when every tomb is different and you have to approach every tomb differently. So I think that in longer sessions this game could start to be annoying rather than just and like a fun little experience. That's why I think that even though overall I'm enjoying this right now, I think this will be the last stream of ReCore. Maybe.
Hold on. I received your investigation report. There were 16 items that were incompatible with program guidelines. You may think these are minor issues, but I assure you that my superiors do not. Please submit an amended report by the end of your next 12-hour shift. And just a friendly word of advice, one professional to another. You have a tendency to assume that core bots are 100% reliable. Indeed, it may prove to be the case that the engine trouble had nothing to do with the core bot malfunction, but they are just machines, and machines can break. Please don't let pride for your creations affect your scientific objectivity. I don't pretend to understand the Corebots as well as you do, but I do know the mandate. And the last thing either of us need at the start of this mission is to arouse unnecessary suspicion. Communications Director Bright, over and out.
Thank you, lady.
Okay, Violet, let's go.
Oh yeah. No thanks. So yeah, just as I said earlier, unless there will be something grand and incredibly interesting during this stream that will happen.
Dang it. We don't have enough prismatic cores. We have to find more before we can go any further. But where should we look?
Okay. And that is what I was just saying. The game is starting to force you to go and farm this prismatic cores. Normally it's not a bad thing. Well, for me it's not like a groundbreaking, I mean the game-breaking thing. But in this case, the fact that I want to stream this game and to share it with you, I think it's basically, and the fact that the story isn't grabbing me that much so far, I can understand why this game is like 5 or 6 out of 10 mostly, because it's an average game. It looks very promising, but at the end of the day it's just another mediocre game. It is fun and it looks really pretty. It has some nice ideas, but at the same time it has some really annoying ideas and annoying mechanics, at least for me, because I don't like grinding that much. I'm not opposed to grinding if there is an explanation for it, but here getting the prismatic cores just for the sake of being able to go to another area, I can understand that if it's like okay, you can't go through the door, but there is, I don't know, a place when you can find another core and it will let you go through, like one place. Right now there are 3 places marked on the map, and I can and I bet you that that it will be only 1 core in each place. So it's basically you force me to grind the prismatic cores game, and I don't like being forced to do something.
These crystals look corrupted, just like the hostile Corebots.
I can get behind the fact that some games, in some games it's like, okay, you can grind, but you don't have to. It's totally optional. If you don't want to grind, you don't have to. You can go and do your story missions. You'll just be underprepared for it, like in most RPGs or even now most action games. But here it's basically you have to grind, or you won't be able to push the story further. And I don't like it. It's very, very not my style. I don't like grinding. That's why when we were playing with Arind, what's this game? The Revelation Online, I said that normally I'm not playing Korean MMOs because of the grinding, because I'm not a fan of the grinding. I don't like them. I don't like this mechanic. I can understand that someone likes this. That someone prefers to, I don't know, just slay 1,000 monsters rather than do some sort of plot related, like a side quest or something. I get that. But it's not my style, it's not for me. That's why I think it's going to be the last stream of ReCore. But hey, there are a lot more other games that I can play and that I will play. Today, for example, there will be another stream from Pyre, the game that I'm enjoying a lot actually. So yeah, if someone likes the series of Pyre, I can assure you I will finish the game, and you'll be able to see it with me during the streams or in videos. And I want to talk about one other thing that I wanted to talk about, basically because of my friends. One of my friends saw that I have a YouTube channel and that I'm doing mostly streams and really rarely recorded. I'm not like posting recorded videos. I'm doing streams. And he said to me, yeah, you know, there are a lot of ways to do videos. I know that a lot of YouTubers are doing this a lot of different ways. You don't have to do this super edited, super quick videos. You can find your own way. And he gave me a couple of advices how to do it. So I appreciate this, and I will use those advices. So I will use his advice. So expect more recorded videos and less streams in upcoming weeks. I think the streams will be only on weekends. And one more thing, the games that I'll be playing on PS4, like for example Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, which I'll be playing for sure to completion because I love Ninja Theory, and Heavenly Swords and Enslaved, at least for what I've played so far of Enslaved. I finished Heavenly Sword twice, but Enslaved I didn't finish, but I really enjoyed it. But about the PS4. Because this is why I started this talk. I really want to do some games on PS4, but as I mentioned, I believe yesterday in my prior stream, I sadly don't have any sort of capture card, so I'm not able to capture long videos like more than an hour. The PS4 Pro lets you capture a footage up to an hour of gameplay. So, god damn it. Okay, and I died. Great. So even though I can capture like an hour of footage, just
these crystals look corrupted.
bear in mind that for example, one of the games they want to play is Uncharted, and if what the devs saying is true, then Uncharted The Lost Legacy will be like a full Uncharted game, which is up to even 20 hours. And then think about the fact that I need to know precisely when to stop recording and start again, so I can do so I won't lost any footage of any gameplay, any parts of the game. I get that maybe you think that I'm just being lazy, but it's, well, maybe partially I am, but I think that the whole YouTube thing should be as much fun for viewer as it is for a creator. At least that's at the point where I stand. That's how I think it should be done. So if I'm not pleased with the footage that I capture, if I'm not pleased with the video I'm making for you guys, I think you won't be pleased with this video as well. That's why I want to capture as much of the game as possible. So that's why I'm doing streams, because you can do stream as long as you possibly want, as you have energy to do. So I can do the stream that is for even up to 4 or 5 hours, and then I can edit it to create more, to create videos from it. So, well, it's not the case with PC. With PC I can capture whatever the hell I want, no matter how long, and I can edit it no problem. So with the PC games it's not a problem at all, but it is a problem for me at least with the PS4 games. So I'm not going to unless I'll be able to buy a capture card, I'll be doing streams from my PS4, and then I'll be editing those. If you want to see like shorter versions of those streams, but I'm not going to do like short videos from my PS4, unless it's a game like The Journey, for example, which is 4 hours, which I can basically play for 40 minutes straight, then just stop the recording and do the editing if it needs to be done. So yeah, what I know I'm rambling a lot right now, but what I mean is that you won't be seeing any videos from me in regards to PS4. It will be all streams that will be okay, I died again. What the it will be all streams that I'll be turning that will be converted to videos.
Ugh, these crystals look corrupted. Just
But
like
not
the hostile core bots.
So don't expect any videos from PS4 games. Expect only streams for now. Maybe sometime in the future I'll be able to afford the capture card, and then I'll be able to start recording stuff from PS4 and not only like without limits, so I can create as best videos as I possibly think of. But for now, for the sake of the length of the videos, as well as the fact that I would like the videos to be not only just videos. I mean, I don't want them to be something for the sake of just being. If you get what I'm saying, I don't want to create a video just for the sake of creating video and nothing else, because it's not like this is not how I want to do it. I want it to be as good as possible, and I think for now the best way to show you to play games on my PS4 and to be able to give you some footage from it, it's the way that I'm doing it right now, so streams basically. So to summarize this, there will be no videos from PS4 except for the streams that will be converted to videos on YouTube. I know I rambled a lot about this, and I should have said this from the very beginning, just that I want to do long quality videos and not like short super edited ones, because it's not my style, it's not how I want to do it, and I hope that it's not what you guys want to see. Unless it is what you want to see, then let me know in the comments down below. On this chat here on the stream, or maybe in archive when this stream will be will go to the YouTube archive. Then let me know what you think, because I'm doing this now especially for myself as well, because I just enjoy doing this, but for you guys especially, So if you want hyper edited videos, I'll try to do everything to deliver. If you prefer streams, let me know, I'll do more streams. If you want a mashup of videos, recorded videos and streams, let me know as well. And I think we'll be able to work something out. Together. Yeah, so again, even though I should be talking about the game because it's more like a gameplay than anything else, I'm talking about my plans, my thoughts and all that stuff, so it's basically another podcast, but on one-man podcast. Not like with the Fortnite when it's me and Arin together playing the game and talking about stuff. Okay, why I can't extract your core? Okay, die then, thanks. Oh, maybe I don't have any more space in my inventory. No, I have. So what is going on here? Okay, I don't know. And again, I can see where I need to go. I know that somewhere, I think in that general direction, there will be something. There will be some prismatic core. But the game again doesn't show me anything where I need to go. So I think it's another bug. And the things like this, those bugs, even though they are not game breaking, except this one bug that Mag didn't respond to any of my commands and just stood in one place doing nothing. So it's not like those are very game breaking bugs, but they are annoying. And the fact that it's not the first time that something like this happened is even more annoying. So basically those little things, those little bugs just destroy the experience, which is kind of a shame really, because game is not bad, but as I said before, but just those bugs, man, those bugs are bothering me and they are very, very distracting, very annoying, and if there are more of those, and I believe the patches for this game were only on Xbox One, then I think the game will be very, very much unenjoyable and maybe not unplayable, but very, very annoying, and it will require a lot of patience to finish it. If you want to do it properly, of course, because I think there are, well, I know that there are cheats to this game which gives you an opportunity to finish it without breaking a sweat and without grinding. I wasn't looking for those because it's not my style, especially with those kinds of games that are not that particularly hard. And even if the game is hard, then, well, not intentionally hard. I'm not talking about games like Dark Souls, for example, which are hard because it's like the main thing they're doing. They are intentionally hard to beat and to play, but just even if the game is hard because something, I don't know, something went wrong, and or I'm not just skilled enough to play this game properly, or it's just a hard game for me, then even then I'm not using cheats. But you bet your ass that there are some cheats for this game to let you. I think I saw even on the internet that people on forums said something about cheats that gives you about the cheat that gives you like unlimited amount of prismatic cores, so you can basically go around and do only story missions and nothing else, which is fine. Well, if you want to use it, it's fine. For me, it's not exactly what I want from the game. I don't want this to be basically a cheat game. So let's call it that. And that's why I'm running around and collecting stuff, just to be able to upgrade mag, maybe upgrade my weapon if there is such a, if you can. And it's another place that you can go. Oh, okay. So there are requirements, there are treasures that you can find. I think I have, if I'm reading this correctly, I have 1 prismatic course out of 5 and 6 chests out of 8. Yeah, so I'm sorry that this stream is so so, I don't know, boring, and that what was supposed to be another gameplay and some fun gameplay from this game just basically became a podcast / rant, because I ranted about the game and a couple of mechanics, as well as I thought that it would be a good time to clear some things out in regards of my PS4 stream, PS4 games, and so on. And sorry that the stream is that short. And why it's that short? Because I have no intention to play this game any longer. It became boring very fast. If you like grinding, if you don't mind a little annoying bugs every now and then you should definitely try this game, because it has potential, it has a couple nice mechanics, it has really interesting visuals, but it's not for me. It's not for me, and I think that it won't be for everyone. Because I like my games to be story driven, yeah, and I don't mind the games that are action oriented, action adventure, for example, with a little bit of with a little bit of grinding and searching for stuff and all that shit. But this game, that's why, for example, I really love new Tomb Raider games and even old Tomb Raider games. I really like them. For example, Saints Row, which we wanted to do. Saints Row, even though Saints Row it's not like a story-driven game, 100% story-driven, there are some things to do aside of the story, and you need to grind a little bit. The respect, for example, you need to grind the respect in Saints Row 2 and 3 as well, I think, or maybe not. But in 2, for sure, you have to grind respect to be able to do story missions. But that's the thing. That's the thing. Even though you have to grind, just a little bit, because most respect that you need to do another story mission, you'll gain during the last story mission. And that's basically what I'm not opposing to. I can grind a little bit, especially that activities in Saints Row are just plain fun and hilarious, which and I'm not tired of them. I've played Saints Row 2. I believe I completed it twice or even more, and I've done every single activity to completion, because it's just that fun and it's just that hilarious. Grinding for prismatic cores here in ReCore is not any fun really for me. It's not hilarious. Maybe later it's more fun because you have more core bots. But right now, I'm sorry. I'm done with this game. Unless you guys want to see me go back to this, I can do a couple of videos with only the story bits of this game. Only the dialogues and maybe some boss fights, but otherwise, I'm sorry, but this will be the end of this series, because I have to say I didn't expect this game to bore me so damn quickly. So thank you everybody for watching. Thanks everyone who was tuning in, who tuned in here on the stream. Thanks everybody who watched this in archive. And if you have any suggestions, any comments, any ideas, anything, write them down in the comments down below this video. And I will see you in the next time very soon. Take care.